live. Yo, welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Yeah. So, people have been asking this question for a long time. Who would you build the team around? Would it be Jayson, Tatum, or Jaylen Brown? Now, early on, it looked like Jayson Tatum was going to be the better player of the two. But so far, Jaylen Brown has been amazing, especially when he's playing and he's healthy. Jayson Tatum and him, for some reason, they can't get the game going. Like, for some reason. They're both great players in their own right. Jayson Tatum, I believe, is more skilled and offensively has a lot to add. But the past years, Jaylen Brown has been on point. Jaylen Brown has been able to close that gap. So now that we look at it, we don't know for the simple fact who's going to be the guy. But when we look at the game and everything, we basically see it as, okay, well, what up, Know the Ledge? Downward slope? Yeah, you could say he is, but you got to remember he had the 1-9 early on, and it kind of hindered him a little bit. I just think that the Celtics is just not working with them two, and right now they're looking like they're barely going to make the playoffs, if that. They might be in the play-in. Now, from what I've seen, Tatum is a guy who likes loves to take some of the craziest shots. And people have joked in the past that, he's trying to be Kobe. But Kobe never took shots like that if he didn't have to. Kobe's a guy who's going to get to his spots and work that inside game. Kobe did take a lot more threes than, some other superstars. But the thing is, Jayson Tatum is lacking that it factor. When it gets close to the end of the game and you need that bucket, Tatum has shown at times he's not that guy. Whereas Jaylen Brown in the clutch, Jaylen Brown has really shown to me a lot more clutchness when it's time to play. But who knows? People are saying that it's not working with them, and to me, I'm seeing it as well as it's not working. You might have to move one of them, and it's okay if you do that. Right, he's fading away instead of going to the basket. You see, Jayson Tatum is too busy trying to hit that shot when sometimes you can't make that shot. What Kobe would do, Kobe would take it to the hole. He would take it to the hole against you to try to draw a foul or draw a double team where he could either pitch it to somebody underneath the basket or pitch it to somebody for an open shot. And to me, Celtics are built, they're built like you need to move the ball around. Marcus Smart has come out and he has always spoke his mind about how Tatum and Brown aren't moving the ball when they need to and how they are not performing well. They were winning the game by like almost 20. Right, that's what I'm saying. People think Kobe was just a guy who's going to take that shot all the time, man. Kobe could go to the lane. Kobe could finish at the lane. Jayson Tatum is taller than what Kobe was, and a little longer wingspan. Jaylen Brown has that mentality of, I want to take over. But Kyrie Irving told everybody that they're not ready. They don't have that in them, and that's why Kyrie Irving a lot of times was frustrated because these guys had early success. I think the Celtics, they were too successful early. When Gordon Hayward got hurt from LeBron pushing him and hurting him, don't see how LeBron didn't get fined or suspended for that. Then you had Kyrie Irving get hurt. When Kyrie was there during that year, they were in the 1 seed. And that's the problem. If you watch what James Harden has been doing in the clutch, he gave the ball to somebody to finish and get a better bucket than he would have. Nicholas Claxton baptized LeBron on Christmas Day. But when the Celtics were playing the Bucks just started going inside more. They were going inside. They were going inside and out. And that's what I've been begging, for them to do. So the problem here is the Celtics, they didn't know how to close. That's their problem. They don't know how to close in games, and then when they have a big lead, they don't know how to continue with that lead. They're too busy trying to, how do I say it? They're too busy trying to go for W's and everything, and instead of just playing the game the right way. And it's frustrating to their teammates because in certain situations in that game, Tatum and Brown are taking shots instead of just somebody. And this is one of the reasons why Gordon Hayward didn't come back. This is one of the reasons why a lot of those guys aren't on the team no more, because they opened it up for Tatum and they opened it up for Brown to do what they got to do. Now, both of them are very talented players. Jaylen Brown, could he be a number one on another team? We don't know, because it's different being a number one by yourself than being a number one with somebody else. Allen Iverson was a number one by himself, but he could carry the team when need be. Iverson's thing wasn't, everyone wants to say practice. Iverson did practice. Iverson practiced. Iverson, he just wasn't a workout warrior. He would work out. But this is the thing, Jayson Tatum and Brown, he was killing Milwaukee down the stretch. Giannis did what any other superstar did. He attacked the inside. He was making plays. Then you got DeMarcus Cousins and Portis. That front line is dangerous. And when they get Brook Lopez back, that front line is going to be even more dangerous. They've had a bench, to come in and do what they got to do. But at the fall, Kobe realized this when he was playing. What up, Nerdy Blue? Better routes in the 10 and 4. Yeah, that's not just that UPS know the ledge. That's in every business. You got to understand, like, if you got the right skin tone, you don't have to go extra hard. And right now. And here's why. Jaylen Brown on and both great defensively. They make things happen. They both Tatum is more better as far as attacking the basket. Not only attacking the basket, he's great at distributing when he can. Defensively, I think he's a slightly better. But you can't go wrong in who you pick. To me, these guys are about even. They're even. But the thing is, if you want to pick somebody, let's say you stay with Jaylen Brown. How I think the team would be good. When Jaylen Brown was out and it was just Tatum, Tatum was flourishing. He was doing great because he didn't have to dish the ball to anybody. I don't think that they don't like each other. It's the same thing with Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Kevin Durant, how do you manage to stay calm in the mornings before work? I'll be mad as it. Well, the reason I'm calm, know the ledge, because to me, it's no point in getting upset. You already know what the game is. It's like you're going in and you know the game plan. You know what's gonna happen. Me, I stay calm because I expect the worst but hope for the best. That mindset has helped me get through my life. If you hope for the best and expect the worst, you're always going to be behind. You always expect if something doesn't go right. For instance, in the game against the Bucks, the Celtics were winning down the stretch. They were winning. They were beating the Bucks. They were finna beat the Bucks. And the problem is it happened late game situations. Tatum and Brown are taking dumb shots. You don't have to shoot the damn ball. You could go to the hole, draw a foul, or you could go to the hole and dish it off to somebody, your teammate. So I appreciate it, know the ledge, man. That's what I bring is I want everybody to be good, man. I want everybody to make it. I don't come in with the mindset thinking I'm better than anybody. It's if I one day have 1 million subscribers, or 1,000 subscribers, okay, cool. But at the same time, I just show patience because there's no point in getting upset, man. You raising your blood pressure for no reason. You getting upset. You have to sometimes turn the other cheek. The ledge. You got to turn the other cheek. Also, you got to learn how to humble yourself. You got to be humble, man, regardless. If you go into a situation with arrogance, you're going to be blinded by your lack of knowing what you do well and what you don't. See, I know what I do well, and I know what I don't do well. So that makes it easier for me to be a leader or me to do what I have to do. As a leader, you have to know how to delegate things to people. A lot of these guys don't know how to be leaders. And yeah, I'm a man of God because my dad was a pastor. So God was embedded in me from a young age and on. No matter how bad things get, no matter what things I did wrong, all you can do is just live your life the best way you can. Ask God to guide you. I tell God thank you for everything, regardless of if I am doing well or if I'm not doing well. So that's all it is. But Tatum and Brown down the stretch in the Bucks game, yeah, Pops dropped a lot on me. The thing, though, the ledge, I was never this calm. I was always going off, jumping the gun, bad temper and everything. But my dad, he was always cool and collective. And that also had to do with him. He had high blood pressure, so He had a stroke one time, so he kind of calmed down from going off and stuff. Now he'll get upset, but he would be calm because in every situation which I felt where he should have gone off, he didn't go off because he told me at the end of the day, people are going to body themselves. People are going to show you who they really are. No matter where they're from, no matter where they're at, no matter what they do, people are going to show you that they're either real or they on the BS. And if they're on the BS, that's when I distance myself. For one, I tell people straight up, I don't really need you. I don't. I could do stuff on my own. I just look to help people because that's in my spirit to help people. Oh yeah, I was wild in my live boy days. I was wild as hell. I was crazy as hell, man. What up, Scrub? Yeah, I was wild in my live boy days. But Jaylen Brown and Tatum showed in that Bucks game that they're not ready. And I know Brad Stevens, he moved up, which I don't get how he's become the GM now, president of basketball operations, after not being successful as a coach with the talent he had. But what up, Feltimore? You can see it that this team struggles down the stretch to close games out. You're winning by 10 points in the fourth quarter, I think with like 6 minutes left or something. You have to win that game. You have to win that game. You have to show that you can close those games. If you don't close those games, then the team around you, your role players and other players are not going to believe in you. James Harden showed you how to lead a team. Everyone has been so critical of James Harden. James Harden has always led his teams to the playoffs, to the second round, and to the third round twice. Now, Harden has choked in big games in the playoffs, but in the regular season, Harden can get you to where you're going. See, Kevin Durant was showing leadership and showing he was the MVP. He's out there with a bunch of new guys not knowing what to do. Jaylen Brown and Tatum, they need to go and watch Kobe and watch Michael Jordan, how they did it. Michael Jordan knew down the stretch, it can't always be about me. Because if it's all about me, I could drop 50, but we're losing. Michael learned that he has to be like, sometimes I got to sacrifice this so I can help my team win. And that's the thing. These guys down the stretch don't know who to give the ball to when it's time. Marcus Smart and the other guys were hitting some shots. They were playing good. And then also down the stretch, their defense, which their team has been built on for years, really didn't show up. You guys left Wesley Matthews open for some big threes. Y'all let Portis hit some shots. Y'all let Giannis hit some shots. Drew Holiday was able to get to the hole. Right, you got to sacrifice the me for the we. You're right, Scrub. If you don't sacrifice yourself to win the game, you're always going to forever lose. And this is why they lose when it's time to win. Because they're not sacrificing. They think, you know what, if I keep breaking through the wall, we can win. And that's not how it works. That is not how it works. And to me, Jaylen Brown or Tatum, I would keep Jaylen Brown and I would trade Tatum. I would keep Jaylen Brown like right now, but I don't know because Jaylen Brown gets hurt. because of Jaylen Brown's injuries a lot, that's why I would keep Jayson Tatum, because Jayson Tatum, outside of him catching the 1-9, he has been relatively healthy, and he's been in damn near every game. So I would move Jaylen Brown, and I would get some extra players. I would get some more role players, and I would get some players who can add to my team winning. That's what I would do. I would do that right now. I think Schroeder is hurt, or he got the 1-9 and he's waiting to come back. But the thing also is Robert Williams, they don't give him the ball enough in the post. And that's what be killing me. Robert Williams is pretty good. I think if you give him the ball in the post, let him do something with the ball, I believe he could really be an intricate piece for them down the stretch. Because Robert Williams can guard Giannis and guard all the bigs. He's very athletic. He's very strong. He's about 6'9", 6'10"-ish, I believe. He's not real tall, but he's strong. You got to support my dark brothers. Well, CJ, it ain't about the dark brother or the light brother. It's about the right person. Who do you want to win? Chilling, CJ, going into this job, bro. But it's not about the black or light or dark or light. It's about who gonna be the right fit. Jaylen Brown, as great as he is, Jaylen Brown gets hurt a lot. He gets hurt a lot. So that's the only reason why I would keep Jayson Tatum, because Jayson Tatum is going to be healthy and he's going to be there. But Tatum has to learn how to close the game. He has to learn how to close. Jaylen Brown is the better player. I agree. I would take Jaylen Brown any day over Tatum as a better player. He is. But as far as health and availability, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to stick with Jayson Tatum, because I know Tatum's going to be there. I know Tatum's going to be there in the long run for me to win the game, for me to take over the game. The thing is, Tatum has to learn, I got to get the ball to guys, or if I don't have the shot, I got to go to the mid-range. Jayson Tatum has a great post game. I don't know why he doesn't use it a lot. Also, he has a great mid-range shot. I don't know why he doesn't use it a lot. He's settling for these dumbass threes, I guess because of analytics. Analytics is dumb. Analytics does not help your team get better. You have 3 levels on the court. Sino's talked about this. Kwame Brown's talked about this. Everybody has talked about the 3 levels on the court. And the second level, which is the free throw line and the mid-range area, the post, is basically the 3rd level. The 2nd level, Michael Jordan made his living at that level. Kobe made his living at that level. Kobe later in his career was destroying that level, because he knew if he can get to that mid-range, you can't stop him. These players today do not guard the mid-range. So down the stretch, Tatum and them shooting these threes, it let Milwaukee run. Milwaukee is one of the best transition teams in the game. Well, we know what Shannon Sharp is doing. Felton. Like, we don't care. We don't care about Shannon Sharp. I done murdered Shannon Sharp. I done put it out there what Shannon Sharp is. So everybody's seeing the videos. It may not be 900 people or 1,000 people, but there's people in the background who are important people, or who have subscribers that are just as big as Carcino and Kwame. They know how to look through the BS. They see what I'm talking about. The other day when I talked about LeBron, I just said straight up is that, bro, LeBron and them don't play defense. The Lakers do not play any defense. They don't communicate on defense. The Celtics, their problem is they're not a together unit. You have guys who think that I got to shoot all these shots and try to win the game that way, as opposed to, oh, I got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's what the Pistons did. That's what the old Celtics did. You know, that's what the Celtics with Paul Pierce did, and the Pistons in '04. They were able to move the ball, hit the extra guy, and that guy would knock the shot down. Analytics are advanced stats for losers. Yeah. Analytics was created to help guys like Nick Wrong and all these nerds follow the game. Michael Smith and all of them follow the game because they don't know how to follow the game without stats. You don't need stats. The only stat that matters is that win and that loss column. That's all that matters. If I got a guy who is shooting like 40 some percent as opposed to this guy who's in the high 50s or low 60s, if the guy who's shooting 30 some 40 some percent and we're winning games, he has other intangibles that overcomes his lack of efficiency. Kobe Bryant was efficient. Just because his field goal percentage was 44 or 46% doesn't mean he was inefficient. It just means he took a lot of threes. He took a lot more jump shots than Michael did. Michael didn't have to take a bunch of jump shots because Michael was built to play inside out. That's how they were taught in the 80s. So that's why I don't compare stats today to guys in the 80s, because guys in the 80s, man, they actually played the game. If I brought the guys from the 80s to play these guys today, they would win because they would attack the middle, they would attack the post, they would box out on defensive rebounds, offensive rebounds, everything. Question, do you think it was a mistake when Boston traded Taco? Oh, Taco Charlton? No, that was a great move. But the problem with the Celtics is Taco is not that guy, man. He's big, but he's not skilled to play the game. Analytics ruined Major League sports all around, including NHL, MLB. That's facts, Felton. Analytics has destroyed every sports out there. Because, like in baseball was about RBIs. Baseball was about getting doubles, getting singles, hitting the ball in certain spots on the field where guys won't get it. That's how baseball's played. Now everybody's like, I got to hit the long ball. If the analytics say hit the long ball, you hit the home run or the deep ball, you'll win. No, a lot of times your bat can go cold. So you have to make plays like you got to bunt the ball, or you got to hit the ball in certain spots between the third base and the second base. You got the shortstop. The shortstop plays between third and second base. You know what I'm saying? First and second, you know, you can hit the ball between there. You could get a double or you could get a single. Sometimes the person on third, he can steal and go for home. And a lot of times, you know, they used to get it. Sometimes they didn't. So baseball is played short to long. You don't aim to hit the home run. Barry Bonds wasn't hitting home runs all the time. Barry Bonds was knocking the ball and get a double. He would get a triple. He would get a single. You know, he did all of those things. Derek Jeter wasn't a big hitter, but you know what Derek Jeter did? He hit the ball in spots he needed to. What up, Pete? What up, Peter Walker? What up, Love? When healthy, I got the Nets coming out the East. Yeah. I don't know. I think the Bucks could go back. The Bucks are going to be a trouble for the Nets because they got DeMarcus Cousins, they got Bobby Portis, they got Giannis, and then you add Brook Lopez. That's too many big men down low. The Nets have Claxton and they have those other young guys too, but you got to remember the game. The game's played inside out. The Nets have a better perimeter. Their perimeter players are better. With Patty Mills, Kyrie, Kevin Durant could play inside or out. He's the 3. He could go to the 4, sometimes the 5. They have Cam Thomas off the bench. Cam Thomas is a monster when he gets in rhythm. And Bembry is good at defending. Bembry could be a guy that you need down the stretch because he can D up guys like Drew Holiday and D up Chris Middleton, give them problems. But the thing that's going to get the Nets is, can they out rebound the Bucks? Because the Bucks got 3 guys down there. Then you add Brook Lopez. That's going to be 4 big bodies to have to deal with. So that's going to be tough, man. Brown. What up, JP? Brown all day because he's better on defense and off the ball. Yeah, Brown's the better player, but the right person I would pick would be Jayson. I would pick Jaylen Brown, but Jaylen Brown gets hurt too much. Jayson Tatum has shown that he's more available than Brown. That's the only reason why I think the Celtics would move Brown and keep Tatum. But me, I would keep Brown. Chilling, JP, going into this work, you know. Had a 3-day weekend, feel better. You know, my mom, my girl, my sister, got to chill with all of them. But let me know in the comment section, who would you pick? I would pick Jaylen Brown, but if I'm working as a GM, I would keep Jayson Tatum because Tatum is more healthier than Brown. Brown gets hurt too much. And when you need Brown the most, he's hurt. He's not very durable compared to JT. Brown could go to Utah. No, Brown would not fit in Utah because Utah got too good of a chemistry. If Brown got over there, Brown would have to learn how to be a number 2. Brown to me is not a number 2, he's a 1. So I would bring Brown to I could bring Brown to the Knicks, or I could bring him to the Magic. I think the Magic would be a good fit for him to play at. And not saying that because that's my team. I'm saying that because the pieces around would fit Jaylen Brown, because Jaylen Brown could be the lead guy. Cole Anthony could be your number 2. Markelle could run the point. Jalen Suggs could be that defensive guy. He could play both sides of the ball, and you don't have to worry about having to defer to anybody. Jaylen Brown down the stretch could do what he got to do. Yeah, facts. Yeah, Orlando, or Brown could go to not even Orlando. Brown could go to the San Antonio Spurs. I think Brown going to the Spurs would be awesome because the Spurs just need a guy who's a superstar, and Brown could be a superstar. Him or Tatum, you could send them to the Spurs. The Spurs would be dangerous the next 4 or 5 years. Popovich will have his superstar, and he could go from there. Yeah, he could be in Orlando. He could be in San Antonio. Shoot, he could go to Houston. Houston need one guy, and they'll be good to go. You know, it's a lot of places that Jaylen or Jayson could go. But I'm about to head out. You know, tell me in the comment section, who would you pick, Jaylen Brown or Tatum? I would pick Jaylen Brown as the better player, but if I'm a GM, I would keep Jayson Tatum and trade Brown because Jayson Tatum stays more healthier than Brown. So thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, go to the description box. Hit the link. It'll take you to my Cash App. You could donate $1, or hell, you could donate $1 million. Whatever you could give, we're very appreciative over it. You know, so thank you guys for your support, man. I love what you guys are doing and everything. Thanks for support. I'll see you guys later. I'll do another live afterwards. Thank you guys for the videos I dropped yesterday. You guys all came and supported it. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna have some more content tomorrow too. So we out. This BIH. Diesel.